Hey, what is up guys? Today we're gonna talk about how to create a character on Warming. I understand you've already went through the other guides on how to download, install, and also create an account in Warming. That's why we're on this part right now wherein we are going to create a character. Alright, so but before we jump onto the video, if you like these kind of stuff, please hit that like button and subscribe to my channel as that'll help me out in terms of growth. And don't forget to drop your comment or suggestions on what other videos you'd like to see in the future. Alright, now that's out of the way, let's get right through it. So I'm already on this page, guys. This is where you can create your account. So off of Warmain's website, we also have this one here, warmain.com/info. It's under where you can find statistics. I hope this website or this specific link of the server would help you just make that decision on what specific faction are you going into, because each faction are, well, I would say balanced in the sense of class, because there's no specific faction that has one class that the other side does not have. Maybe in the classic expansion of the game, there are instances wherein only the Horde has this class and only the Alliance has this class, but this time it's already well distributed that each faction has a class that could also match the other side. Alright, now speaking of faction, because that's basically the very I would say core of the game, because when we talk about going into Iceground or anywhere in Warmain, it's really more of the PvP side. And on the PvP aspect of things, aside from duels, there would also be world PvP. When we say world PvP, while you're in the middle of a quest or doing something and you're in a contested territory, there's a strong chance you're gonna be attacked and get killed. So, with that in mind, you may also want to consider the population of the server that you're going to join in. So, let's just say, for example, we are going to go on a Wrath of the Lich King server. So as I mentioned in my previous videos, Warmain has 5 servers currently. 4 of those are on the Wrath and 1 is on Mist of Pandaria. So with that in mind, let's get into each of the servers. So among the top 3 servers, this servers here, Frostmourne, Lordaeron, and Iceground, these actually has PvE environment. When PvE means you're gonna fight with NPCs, bosses, and whatnot. And as you can see, it's very clear that the Horde really dominates across all 3 servers. For BlackRock, well, it's a clear cut. The Alliance has a lot more players, right? The reason behind there, I believe, is because BlackRock is a PvP server, and a lot of the racial talents that's on the Alliance side really would benefit you a lot in PvP. So that might be the reason. If that's not the reason, if you think otherwise, just let me know in the comments below. But here, as you can see, it's also, it's the Horde really is very dominating. That's why I already have um, made the decision as well. But if you are into like just trolling around, pissing people off, maybe you have another other things in mind. But to me, I think if you're into just really playing the game, enjoying the content and all, and PvP a lot, right? I'd go for the Alliance, because Alliance, you'll have a lot of people that can be your target, right? And if you are also planning to get on into a lot of absorbing the PvE content of things, I think you would go for the Horde. Because the more players there is, then of course you technically or mathematically, the more people that you would have a chance to mingle and join into raids on. Whereas in the Alliance side, that may be quite tough to be in, because you may have to really find an actual guild, to be able to raid and gear up, if you were to choose Alliance. I know there are a lot of good Alliance, not just good, but really, really good, um, raiding guilds in the Alliance side. But if you're new to the server, you don't have any friends, you don't know anyone, I would say you can go with the Horde faction, because that would allow you to um, meet more people on your side, right? Rather than while you're questing, you're gonna keep hiding from a lot of people that's also leveling up, and that would potentially kill you, right? So, I think that would be that those information will be enough, for you to make the decision. If you have other things that you have came up, that crossed your mind while watching this video, let me know in the comments below. What do you think? Does this site here from Warmin help you make that decision? Um, so jumping into our um, character creation, let's dive into each of the races. So from the faction, we're gonna go to each of the race. So first on the list would be humans. So humans, these are each race's specialization. So they have increased stealth detection, increased spirit, bonus reputation gains, increased expertise with swords and maces, can break out of speed altering and trapping effects. So they have somewhat their own insignia. So insignia is very, very important, guys, in terms of PvP. It's a trinket wherein it clears out all stuns or any speed altering effects or trapping effects, as mentioned here, under racial. Other side of it would be the orcs, right? It's a very, very famous um, opposition, humans versus orcs. So it's been like that since Warcraft 1. So orcs may enrage and increase damage, so they have that kind of racial, as we all know. That would be the orcs. Resistant to stun effects, the really, really tough ones. Damage done by pets increased, right? So if you're a hunter, if you're a warlock, or what else? You can your pets has increased or has that extra buff on it. Increased expertise with axes and fist weapons. So those are the benefits if you choose to be an orc. Now, excuse me, if you're into dwarf, so may take on storm form, increased critical chance with guts, resistant to frost, because they live in a frozen wasteland. Treasure finding, increased expertise on maces. So that's why some rogues are dwarf. Now, for undead, can remove fear, sleep, and charm. So that's a good race there for PvP on the horde side. May consume corpse to regain health, so they eat corpse. Right? Underwater breathing increased. I guess they don't need to breathe anymore. Resistant to shadow damage. Next would be the night elves. May fade into shadow, so they have that extra stealth ability on them, right? So more difficult to hit. Wisp form, while undead form for faster movement, resistant to nature damage. On the other side will be the Torrents. May stomp standing nearby opponents. Maximum health increased. Herbalism skill increased. Nature resistant to nature damage. Um, on the next side would be the Gnomes. So may escape from speed altering effects. Increased intelligence, resistant to arcane damage, and engineering skills increased. For trolls, berserking and increasing attack and casting speed. Regeneration increased, damage increased versus beasts. Increased critical chance with throwing weapons and bows, reduce duration of movement, reducing effects, and for Draenei's, dual crafting skill increased, may heal self and others over time. Party members increased to hit with melee and spells increased. Also resistant to shadow damage. Blood Elves enchanting skill is increased, may restore mana, energy, or runic power. May silence nearby opponents with their arcane torrents and resistant to magical damage. So those are all the races that we have available in this expansion. So there's pretty much 10 of them, a lot of you to choose from. And next in the character creation, that would be your gender, so you can choose either male or female. Now for the class though, um, here you have to be mindful of the race you choose because not all class is available to everyone. Especially in the horde side, if you choose orc, if you choose undead, tauren, troll, paladins won't be available. Only in the blood elf side of things. All right. Also, you have to take into consideration your racial bonuses whenever you choose the class for a better match. I think there's a lot of website out there that's going to help you make that decision on what would be the best class to match or race to match the class that you want. Next up would be, of course, your character. Oops, I got disconnected. So next would be the um, character customization. So character customization, you don't need to um, really or rather me explain more a lot of it, but you can choose. Feel free to choose whatever you like. And with that being said, now that you can create your own character, then might as well. See you in Warmade. Bye for now, guys. Cheers. Please subscribe to my channel for more videos. I also have some simulation games and racing games down in the playlist in my channel. So if you want to check it out, feel free to do so. And again, thank you so much for watching. See ya. Bye bye.